Coming up on Unwritten.
Like I said, if it was easy, everybody would do it.
Rock bottom never ends until you decide to stop digging the hole.
Ooh, yeah, it was very obvious that I was set up, and
Oh, they set you up.
beat me over the head with my phone. I still have scars and stuff. If I don't comply, he's gonna ruin my life.
Crazy sugar man, sugar in the tank man. Went to jail.
Even when I was going through what I was going through, I still would not claim to be anyone's victim.
And having a victim mindset is basically saying you don't have control over the way you think or what happened to you. What is your definition of success look like? So my first question is, who is Kim really at your core, and how did your life go from chaos to confident resilience?
Whew. Okay, so I have that in my notes because I watched your previous shows. So obviously, I'm Kangaroo. The reason you see today was built from survival, silence, and self-reinvention. I'm a mother, a coach, I'm a leader, and a woman who turned trauma into transformation. And now I help others do the same, mentally, physically, and spiritually. My turning point, I have always known that I was meant for bigger and better. I was adopted, so I always had this like feeling of isolation and spent a lot of time alone. So there was like really no point. There were just moments in my life where I had to, how can I say it? Step it up, dig deeper in myself, which made me find different levels and pockets in my strength and vitality. If that answered the question.
Why do you think you felt isolated? Because I've spoken to some I've had friends in the past that were also adopted, and they got a different feeling. Like they feel like even though they were adopted, they felt like that was all they knew. Like that was all their family. They were comfortable. So what do you think it was for you that made you feel isolated?
I think I was brought into the family by force. My father noticed my mother was struggling when she was pregnant with me. So he told her, well, my adopted father told me or told my mother to leave the baby here. So it kind of was forced upon the family. They already had a structure that was already established. So I'm 8 or 9 years younger than the youngest boy. So they've already been doing their own thing. And here comes this baby taking all the attention from dad. So it was like, I got
Oh,
excellent
you were
treatment from
older. You were older, you said?
No, I was 6 weeks. I was a baby once, like
Oh,
everybody
you were a
was.
baby.
Yeah. My mother was friends with my adopted dad's daughter. So she would be coming over and he seeing what was going on and it was like, leave the baby here. We got it.
Hmm.
So it wasn't like, how usually the wife and husband agree upon looking for a child to adopt. It wasn't like that.
So ever since you were a baby, you felt.
Well, ever since my awareness, because I don't remember so much as baby. Ever since
I mean, you'd be
aware.
surprised.
Well, yeah,
I seen this old school psychological like study video of babies who were neglected, and baby like basically they just like never gave them attention, or just never played with them, or just neglect. And then it showed those babies versus babies that were loved on, hugged all the time, taken care of all the time. And the main difference was attention seeking. So the babies that were neglected, they so the test was they put blocks for them to play with in front of them. The babies that were neglected ignored the blocks and was just like looking around for somebody to acknowledge them. And the babies that were loved on, they just were focused all on the blocks and had no worries about like anything around them.
Mm, interesting. I could say at a point I probably was there in life. But the constant isolation, I always had time to think, and I knew I wanted to be bigger. Like I always felt I was gonna be. I guess I just should just say it and not try to water it down. I was brought here
Yeah,
for a
just say it.
purpose. Yeah, like I was brought here to change the world, to be a help to everyone around me that I encounter, who encounters me. So I always dove deep within myself looking for answers. So I mean, attention is cool, but I am very disciplined when it comes to things. So I don't. It doesn't bother me as much as it would the average person. Like I rather,
Attention.
yeah, I rather study and build some intellectual property other than like seeking attention from people that don't even like themselves. Like it's work.
Man, I guarantee if you take any like somebody should do this, like somebody should walk down the street and just say like pull up your to a man, pull up your Instagram homepage, and I guarantee on that homepage there'll be some twerking booty. I guarantee
Any man,
any man, yeah.
really?
And the proof, I think the proof is I started a brand new podcast Instagram page,
Yeah.
and I didn't follow any Instagram models, no booty twerking, no nothing. It was just all like purpose, other podcasts, motivational stuff. I still had like the algorithm still pushes it through.
Hmm. Maybe it's the
It's
powers
the
that be that want
algorithm.
all
Yeah.
men distracted.
Huh?
So maybe it's the powers that be wanting all men distracted.
Something.
Yeah,
But
that's.
it's really, yeah, it really is distracting, man.
But then obstacles get put into place so you can overcome them and become stronger.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
maybe force your algorithm to be more about what you want to receive. And
It's
that's the
like a
point.
test on temptation. It's like a test on your own temptation.
Like
It's like,
everything is
should I
temptation.
should I just watch this 30-second 30-second
But then as
twerking?
soon as you don't, like you scroll away from it, then like the second post underneath it
It's
is like
another
what
one.
you needed to hear to
Oh, what you
keep
needed.
going.
Another one. It's like I can't get away from this shit.
Well, then after that, it was
And then you go to the
it was
gym, and then you go to the gym, and then a half naked girl's is at the gym.
I mean, I won't say because I go to the gym every day. I'm gonna go after this.
Yeah.
And I purposely wear like stuff around my waist to, be somewhat modest because, our gym clothes are revealing. But
Oh
once you
yeah,
see
even for
one,
man, yeah.
yeah, I mean, once you see one, I mean, but I don't know, I don't have a mind like a man. I feel like once you've seen one, it's just the girl working out at that point. But then I can't speak from that position because
Nah, men are visual. I think visual is our priority when it comes to like lust-driven desires. I think that differs from women.
yeah,
I think that's why men are attracted to uh hourglass proportions. 'Cause it's like
I'm waiting for you to say it again. Filipinos.
well, just hourglass proportions because it's like that's the first thing that our visuals see.
Yeah. Which I mean, I don't feel like was supposed to be negative.
Mhm.
Like, aren't women supposed to motivate men? Like, if I
Mm,
heard from something
yeah.
where if women weren't here, men would just be in a cave crashing their butt in the dark, like, not wanting anything. Like, the reason why men buy cars and these
It's a
houses
type
and
of motivation, yeah. It
yeah,
is a type of
so it's all about
motivation.
your foundation on why you do what you do. Like, that's why you have to have the mental strength.
Fortitude.
Yeah, to have and your goals, you have to know where you wanna go, and then, like, you can make it all work for you. Because I don't think it's wrong to look at women or look women, but, like,
Mhm.
you have your goals in order, you're it's gonna lead you in the right direction. It's gonna be a proper drive.
Yeah, I just think you shouldn't, be obsessed with it because people can get distracted for hours, do things they regret, uh, from a lustful, mind. Um, but yeah, tell me what was the chaotic part of your life that you left behind
The entire life.
your
I'm,
entire
like
life?
yeah, I'm, like, completely isolated at this point. I'm very strategic when it comes to even interacting with people. Like, I'm a
Mm,
people person, and I'm very outgoing, charismatic, but, like, if you're not striving to be better like, I recently just cut off a very close friend because they refused to go to
mm,
therapy. Like, they were excited in the beginning to start therapy and, calling me after the calls, hyped up, but once the therapist started cracking through
oof.
and, they're trained to see beyond, you can't manipulate a therapist. So once they started, like, calling you out,
You cannot.
stepped in, like, they didn't wanna go anymore, and, like, I'm not mean, so I didn't say, like, "Oh, you need to go because of" like, I just was like, "If you don't go, I will block you." Like,
I
I
mean,
cannot
sometimes the truth, like my mom, man, my mom, she ingrained this damn saying into my head, but was sometimes hypocritical about it, which was like the traumatic part of it. Uh, she always said, "The truth hurts, boy. The truth hurts."
I mean, hypocritical, maybe she was speaking from experience or it was like a
Yeah.
projection because we're all still
Well,
human.
yeah. Well, the hypocritical part for me was like, when you try to talk about something in your past that you're supposedly healed from, but you get triggered by it, you're not healed from it.
Right,
You don't get triggered by events you're healed from.
right.
You just see them for what they are. And that was the part that was hypocritical because uh yeah, just like in the past talking to my mom, it would we would ask about her like upbringing and just a lot of trauma basically and
Well, trauma can, like, trigger you to, like, go in a trance.
right,
So, like, even
emotional.
with my kids, I tell them,
Mhm.
like, I'm not perfect. I work on myself hard every day.
Nobody's perfect. Yeah.
Exactly. So, and I'm doing this all by myself. So I tell them, I explain everything to them. They know about this, the quiet, I explain everything to them because I also homeschool. So I feel like me breaking down the
Mhm.
steps I take will show them different avenues on when they get older, how they can handle situations. I just, I keep them up to date. I'm homeschooling, so I'm teaching them as I go, as I'm learning. So when they want to come talk to me, and I'm not in mommy mode, I'm in boss mom mode or boss woman mode. I tell them like, grab my attention and say, "Hey, I need mom right now. Like, check me, snap me, because triggers can
Mm,
send you straight into a trance.
yeah.
So she didn't get to that point where she voiced that to you yet. I'm sure she didn't mean to traumatize you. She
Nah,
was
I
just
get it now. Now I get it. It's just when it comes to, like, boundaries and trauma, it's like sometimes people just aren't ready to talk about it, and that's something we
everybody.
gotta accept. Yeah, you can't, like, force somebody to talk to you about it, right?
Yes. Yes. That's why it's like what less than a percentage of people are actually taking the road on healing themselves and just the work that you have to put in every day. It's if it like I said, if it was easy, everybody would do it.
Man, I wake up every morning and I started saying, "I'm blessed, I'm happy, I'm healing, I'm whole," uh, and I feel it. I
Yeah.
feel it.
Yeah. My morning routine is intense. Like wake
What's
up,
what's your morning
meditation,
routine? Yeah, tell
meditation,
me.
videos, self-talk ranges, like this is serious. If I didn't do it, if I took one thing off, that would be a wreck. Like I'm
What
at
do you
the gym
mean?
by
What do you mean a
7 a.m.
wrap?
A wreck. Like it would just throw if I didn't do my habits, my daily habits in the morning, it would throw off the
Mm,
entire day. Like I wake up
mm.
and complete my daily habits every morning just to stay stable.
Say focus.
Yeah. And in my coaching, I have my clients do their habits too. So if I'm not doing my habits, I couldn't convey the proper energy to them to even like I have to stay on myself to make
Oh
sure they stay on
yeah.
this.
Oh yeah,
So
it's true. It's just like you're not gonna learn how to cook from a chef that doesn't cook. Or you're not gonna take advice from like a over obese like personal trainer.
that was it right there. That was it right there. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't even oh well. I wouldn't even take advice from somebody that doesn't even take care of themselves. Like if I look at you
Mm,
and it's not and every okay, some things you can't control, understand. But the things you can't control and aren't, please, I no, don't tell me anything. I mean, and I won't even say anything because the homeless man on the street can convey some information that could change your life. But
mm. I had a
you don't care.
podcast with a homeless, ex-homeless, uh, heroin addict.
You did one with one? A
Yeah,
podcast
in
with one?
person. Yeah, in person.
Oh, so you do that. You go like on the street and talk to people. Like that.
Oh no 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 no. I uh I just reach out online. So like
Mm,
once a month or like once a month I'll reach out online to any locals who wanna do an in person podcast.
okay.
Yeah, and he was one of them.
How'd that go?
Uh, it's he said uh rock bottom never ends until you decide to stop digging the hole.
Ooh,
You feel that?
there you go. The podcast is done. This is great. Great. That was good. That's yeah, that was it.
That was like one of my key takeaways from that. I'm like, oof. So now he's healed from like the hardcore stuff. He still like smokes weed every now and again and will drink every now and again, but his like focus right now is harm reduction and suicide reduction.
Yeah.
Because he lost a friend. He lost one of his best friends to an overdose, and he found him at home with a needle stuck out of his neck. So the least you could do is harm reduction and suicide reduction. That's like the first step.
Okay. In the neck. Like that's so traumatic to see.
He found him, yeah, he found him with literally just stuck in his neck.
Okay. Well, I didn't just heal. I rewired my brain. Let's shift that because that was, yeah, a lot.
Yeah, to me healing is a practice. Every day you're healing.
Yes. Yes. Treating your wounds.
Mhm.
That makes me think like, do they ever go away or are you just constantly treating a wound?
I think I think you're not constantly treating it. You accepted it as a part of who you are and you chose not to be defined by
Okay. I could take that.
it. So yeah, how did you shift yourself out of this? You say you're still living in the chaos?
No, not at all. My
No,
life
not anymore.
it might be overly peaceful, but that's not
It's
a
too
complaint.
peaceful.
I guess it's
There's
routine.
nothing wrong with that.
It's routine. I got my babies. We're doing good. It's yeah. It might be overly peaceful, but I'll say um, COVID 2020.
That was
I
the shift.
lost my dad. You know, my
Mm,
superhero, my big protector. So he was sick. He was old. He was like 50 something when I came into the household. So he was old by the time. So
yeah.
I've been an entrepreneur since I was 23. So I have I understand networking other people and expand the more hands you shake, the more success you will
Mm,
come into. He died. I decided to expand and go to Georgia. I heard a lot of great things about Georgia being like the place you go to where you can just meet people doing and it was good. I had a bunch of
yeah, that's kind of how Austin is.
really oh yeah, I heard Texas is like
Well,
Georgia, Texas.
Austin, Dallas, um, San Antonio.
Yeah,
They're all like
yeah,
network bustling
right,
cities. Yeah.
right. So that was my purpose in going to Georgia. It was going great. I was meeting different people, working for a record label here. It was going great, and I didn't realize that my family back home had animosity against me
Hmm.
following my dreams.
Hmm.
Um, so I would come back and share everything. I stayed there, but my ID I still have my Michigan ID. Spend 3 weeks in Georgia, come back 1 week to Michigan because my children were still here with the family I grew up with. I didn't want to
Hmm.
just take them out because I was homeless a couple times out there too. So yeah, come home a week, be with them, take them to school, doctor's appointments, all of that. So I was a super mom on paper. And it just they wanted me to be struggling and they were waiting on
Hmm.
the moment where I called, like, I'm ready to come back. It's not going good. You know what I mean? Like they waiting for me to fail. It didn't happen.
Hmm.
So behind the scenes, my kid's dad and the lady that was watching over my children came together and decided they wanted to take custody away from me as like a
Hmm.
form of get back because I'm doing good. I guess this is what I can come up with because why would you do that?
Hmm.
So Fast forward a little bit, the kid's aunt, so their dad's sister passed away. Me and her were really close. I wasn't talking to her so much at the time because I was in Georgia building business. I wasn't talking to anybody else, already on my mission. So she passed away. And then the woman who was looking over my children told me that the doctor found lumps in her breast. So I'm like, okay, I gotta come
Mhm.
home. You know, family needs me. So I did. I was the guy I was engaged with in Georgia. We were still cool. So he allowed me to use his car to travel back and forth to get my things back to Michigan. So once I got my last bit of items back to Michigan, drove his car back and then took a plane back to Michigan because now I'm, settled in. I'm back home. On the ride home, the lady that was looking over my children was like, "You're not gonna be using my car." Like it was almost like a setup type of like vibe. It was very weird how as soon as I got in the car from getting off the plane, officially moved back to Michigan, now I have all these stipulations, which is fine. I'm an adult. I'm supposed to get my own things and I was going to work. I'm not saying I was obligated to use her vehicle, but I was already using it before I moved back. Like I would,
Mm.
yeah, it was very obvious that I was set up. And
Oh, they set you up.
yeah, so after, and I'm trying to keep it so it makes sense. After the sister passed away, his sister, from domestic violence, I feel like
She passed
he went,
away from domestic violence?
yeah, her boyfriend
The
shot
heck?
her. Yeah.
So
And
murder.
yes, yes. I feel like the children's dad, her brother, had like a mental illness spike. He was already kind of on,
Mm.
but like it sent him. And I mean, but he doesn't have any coping skills or mechanisms to heal from anything.
Mm.
So, yeah, one night he
Yeah.
kind of, and let me know if I'm because I'm gonna tell it. So one night
Nah, you can go
had like,
ahead.
he had like a mental break where he attempted to rape me, abuse me. The kids were in the room next to him. It was just a wild night. And I called his mother because I already knew if I went back to where once my dad died, I wasn't really protected much from the original family because, they already,
So
if
you
he
were
never,
vulnerable.
yes. So I already knew I couldn't go there because I wouldn't get any protection. So I called his mother, like, because I could have called the police. So I called her and she was like, okay, come here. I'll talk to him. We get there and she takes the kids out the car and leaves me outside with him. So the abuse continued. He beat me over the head with my phone. I still have scars and stuff. Yeah, it just went
Hmm.
crazy. So after that situation, I went and told the people I was raised with, like what happened, and you got to keep them away from me. Like I cannot be involved with this craziness. And then woke up and he was standing over the bed. So it's like I have no protection anywhere. So that gave me the it was time to go. Got the kids, went to a friend's house so I can get my mind around what's gonna happen, what do I have to do next.
Mm.
He ended up finding out where I was at and put sugar in that friend's tank so I couldn't get the kids to school because now he's
Sugar.
starting yeah, in her gas tank. So because now he's starting the process of getting the kids taken from me. Mind you,
Mm.
that night when we got to his mother's house, he told me like if I don't comply, he's gonna ruin my life. So I guess that was the plan. So yeah, he messes up that situation because now she feels like, and of course who wouldn't? She feels some type of way about that. I go to another friend's house. He finds out where I'm at. He puts sugar in their tank.
What is with this sugar in the
Yes,
tank?
it was chaos. And I'm only
What is
skipping
this?
over because we'll be here for hours.
That should be like his nickname, Sugar in the Tank Man.
I won't even elaborate on that because that's hilarious. But so yes, a bunch of hiding out. I ended up having to go to a women's shelter for protection. I
Mhm.
got PPO. He ended up doing, since he couldn't harm me anymore, he harmed someone else. Now he's in prison now.
Really?
So I have that peace and freedom.
He was just
But
looking for somebody to.
yeah, to take out the anger that he,
You see that so much with a lot of people who go to prison. They have like absolutely no control over uh, their rage and anger. And it's like an untamed beast inside
yeah,
that they have no control. It's like a bull when they see red, but in human form.
yeah. Um, After the age of 18, you're an adult, so you can schedule your own doctor's appointments. You can get a therapist. You can get help. So
We have
there's really no,
choices, yeah,
yes.
resources.
Because I used to be a hothead.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
You used to get in
yeah.
fights in high school?
I got expelled once for fighting.
In high school?
Yes, in high school.
I never understood that. It's like, I'm gonna reward you for not going to school.
Well, it's not really an reward because you're so mentally delayed.
Like, you need a break kind of thing.
Yeah,
Man,
I,
I was in a super toxic high school.
really.
Yeah, there was a fight one time that was so bad. It was two wild uh black chicks, and they were pulling each other's weave, and
In Texas?
no. So I'm originally from Dover, Delaware, the freaking Biden state.
Mm,
Um and my high school was like, I think it was like 70% African American, and then it was like 20% white, and then like 10% other Mexican, Asian,
yeah,
whatever. Um, Dover High School, and yeah, I was so scared for this girl's life because one of the chicks, she was stronger than her, like clearly stronger. She was like wrangling her around like a damn,
oh,
like a rag, like clearly stronger. She had no control. And she was headed towards a fire hydrant to smash her head into this fire hydrant
and go to jail for life.
and go to
That
jail
is
for life.
crazy.
And I was witness. It was like right after school where you go to get on the bus to get on all the buses, and I seen it just happening right in front of me. And luckily, a teacher had stopped it beforehand. But like when I seen that, I was like, "What am I about to witness right now?" Like I do not even want to see this. And they
Yeah,
stopped it, and
yeah. I've seen
we
that.
had fights like every week and like every other week in my high school.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. I've seen a few fights in my day, but nothing like to where I thought someone was gonna die. I read the possibility of
Crazy.
death. Yeah, that's obviously traumatizing. You're talking about this, like I still see it. That is crazy.
So what next?
Keep climbing. Keep.
Did you finish your story?
I don't know. I was glad we got rid. I was glad you got the just craziness. I got
Crazy Sugar Man, Sugar in the Tank Man. Uh, went to jail
yeah.
and you moved on.
Yeah. Self development. Like I said, I always know to look for a mentor. Oh, I don't think I mentioned that, but I know to
Mm,
look for a mentor. Invest in self. I'm very big on investing in self. I've spent thousands of dollars on self development this year. Like, and that's still chump change.
Mm.
There's people that actually know how far self development can get you and how valuable it is to have like
Oh
the right
yeah.
people around you. So I just always had it in my head to they know where to go, follow them, no matter what it takes, what you got to do. Constantly feeding myself knowledge, exercising helps
Hmm.
so much. Like with mental
Yeah.
clarity, just so
I
even now,
I love exercising.
yes, yes, even now when I get, because we're humans, so
We
we have our up and
gotta.
down.
Yeah, we're a roller coaster. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just go drop and do 50 sit-ups or something. I have my yoga mat. I'm quick to meditate and self-regulate fast.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah, so good habits. I mean, a good life. You're gonna keep building on that.
What are you most passionate about right now?
God, being a superhero to my children.
How many do you have?
Two,
Me too.
my boy. Yeah, my boy's 15 and my daughter will be 10 May.
Oh, you have a 15. You have a teenager.
Hmm. Hmm.
15 and 10. You said.
Well, she's 9, but we'll be 10.
Hmm.
Mhm. And then the
So that's what
next
you're most
couple of
passionate
years.
about,
Yes, yes. They don't have much to look up to around them. So I have
like
to,
role models.
yes. So I have to do that for them. And then that's my contribution to the world to make sure they're well adjusted adults.
Right.
So
Yeah.
helping people. Getting people out of hmm, just say it.
Hmm.
Being for people what I didn't have.
Hmm. Do you want to be like an advocate for people who've experienced abuse?
Well, I mean, I'll be what they need me to be. But I
Hmm.
don't want that to be the focus because
Hmm.
I want to help people transform their identity, like become
Yeah.
unrecognizable.
Hmm.
So I want to work with people that know that they're prosperers and not victims.
Mm.
That beyond.
Can you define that for me?
Even when I was going through what I was going through, I still would not claim to be anyone's victim. Yes,
Mm.
I looked for protection. I went and got PPOs and things like that, which would put me in a position of being a victim. But
Hmm.
I knew that I could overcome. And as long as I believed in myself and never gave up on myself, that I would get to wherever I wanted to go. So I don't say I don't want to deal with a person that's waddling in negativity, but meet me halfway. Like know that you can make something of yourself so I can just hold your hand and we can get there faster.
Yeah, it all starts with the self-talk, I think. Um, I'm studying psychology right now, and I'm not, I don't even want to say trying, I'm manifesting my desires to be a PhD psychologist next year. So there's
That's
a
all.
there's a good school in Dallas, University of North Texas, Dallas, um, because psychology fascinates me, like the mind and how we think. And I think the victim mind is that of their default state is that of negative self-talk. Like, they're just naturally pessimistic,
Yeah.
and they focus on the victim, they focus on what happened to them, and not learning through it and growing through it. They just focus on the event and the woe is me.
Right. Right. I mean, even I still have negative self-talk. I feel it's like
Mhm.
more of
The
a
doubt.
self response. Because they say you're not your
Mm,
thoughts. So it's like
yeah.
I get low self-esteem or self-conscious every now and then I come and like say, no, that's not it. Like, yeah,
Yeah, same
I'm about
here.
that.
We get doubts, and I think it's human nature to be doubtful sometimes. We
Yeah.
just gotta snap ourselves out of it.
Right. Right.
So what do you think it is that could help people snap out of it?
Positive daily habits. You can start from rock bottom right now and wake up and do something that's gonna keep your frequency higher and it's gonna raise. And then you do it the next
Hmm.
day and it's higher. Then you add another step and it's gonna get even higher. I think that's like the only solution.
I think also understand that you have choices every day. You have free will to change. Um, and having a victim mindset is basically saying you don't have control over the way you think or what happened to you.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to have a victim mind.
So it's like you're stuck.
Right, right. You put the lock on your own ankle.
Yeah, it's like because this happened to me, because that happened to me, but this, but that, but I can't do anything. It's like, nah, all that just say the opposite of try
Right.
that.
Like you're not the only person that's ever went through what you went through. And people have been through worse
Yeah, nobody.
that
Yeah, no,
outcomes.
like you'd be surprised. Like even the rarest of like circumstances, you'll think like it's only me, but there's probably been somebody before you or somebody else in the world right now that has gotten through it.
And have achieved greatness.
Hmm.
So yeah. I never think it's only me. My mind automatically goes to, but I've been training my brain to
Mhm.
be a long time. My mind automatically goes to somebody's going through it worse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's what makes me grateful.
Oh, definitely. Gratitude is huge. Huge.
What's something you're grateful for?
I am grateful for myself and my mind. Yes. It starts there. Everything trickles down after that.
I'm I'm grateful for the air that I breathe, the fresh air in my lungs.
Right. Right.
What does your definition of success look like?
Being proud of yourself.
Hmm.
See, and nothing else coming to mind. Being proud of yourself. Taking the necessary steps forward that you know you need to take, which will lead you to be proud of yourself. So yeah.
Can you tell me about the manifestation mastery of the elites?
The program.
Yeah.
Yeah. The elite program is more one on one.
Okay.
And I have a lower ticket program where it's like a group setting.
Mhm.
Yeah, I give you a daily habits list of what to do. Um, yeah, it's pretty cool. You have to inbox me on Instagram to get information about it. And I would be happy to share.
Okay. So if people are interested, like right now, where do they go?
They go to the Lucky Girl CEO on Instagram and DM me, and we become friends.
Where does that nickname come from? Lucky Girl
Oh, because I'm
CEO.
lucky. I'm lucky and I'm a master manifester. Yeah, people hate it, but
Why do people hate it?
oh, because it's like if you're from the outside looking in, is you would almost think like it's like witchcraft because I make things
Mm,
happen. I make things happen like unexplainably, but I just know that you
mm,
have to be what you want. So I just
yeah,
put on the costume and I get it. In so many words. It's a mental thing too. You have to. I do a lot of tapping. You know the tapping technique.
I heard of
Do a
it.
lot of
Yeah,
meditation, and I'm really just in tune with myself. So
you're
and then
aligned.
whenever
Yeah.
my eye on whatever I want, I dive into a rabbit hole, research about it, and then or when I need to, like you want to be a
I do that
firefighter, you have to
too.
put on the uniform, slide on the pole. You want to be a police officer, you throw on the badge. I understand that concept.
Yeah,
That's all it is. So that's where that comes from. Master manifester.
I want to be a master too.
You can. You are.
I
You're
am.
on. You're on a podcast with me. You are.
We're living it. We're living and breathing it right now.
Most definitely.
Nah, I had a thought about manifestation.
Mhm.
It's kind of like there is no time. Like there's no like you're on eternal time. You're not in the past, you're not in the present, you're not in the future. And that's kind of how I see manifesting. It's like oh, I want to be a doctor, but that's in the future. How do I live it now? That's
Exactly.
kind of how I see it.
Exactly. Yeah. And then the fact that it does take, since you basically said time isn't the word, but the fact that it doesn't happen instantly is a good thing because like once you go to the schooling and you go through the programs, it might not be exactly what you want to do. So it gives you that
Mm,
option to really really decide if that's what you want to do. So that's
mm,
why you people need to appreciate that it doesn't just happen like that.
mm.
You get the time to decipher.
Yeah, and think about it.
It's
It does. I think it also just helps you it goes into your subconscious mind like this is who I'm becoming.
mhm, mhm. It gets
So,
engraved.
yeah.
Mhm.
So who is Kim Dorsey becoming?
Hmm. A monster. A monster,
A monster to
undefeatable.
be afraid of or a monster
I
to
mean,
to
that's your position, and whatever position you want to pick, you can be. Just
do
like
I
the
want to
Hulk.
be on your side of the war?
Of course, that you know the answer to that question. You know that. But I was talking to a friend the other day, and I was like, I was reading something. I don't know if it was on Facebook or what, but it said something about being an asset or a liability. And they
Mm,
immediately said, "Oh, I'm an asset." And I said, "I'm an asset and a liability." Because if you're with
mm,
me, it's an asset, but if you're against me, it's going to be a liability because you're making yourself vulnerable to yourself. And what I
yeah,
mean by
yeah.
that is, I come
No,
in
I get
peace.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like
get it.
yeah. So I'm
It's
going
like
in peace.
it's a saying that all the trolls online should hear. All the haters online, all the trolls.
What about it? Break that
Because
down more.
because when people spread hate online, they're usually either jealous of your position or too afraid to do what you do,
Right,
so they feel like they're lesser than you.
right. And then
They
they
feel like a lot it's a liability, right?
right, and then the energy you put out is what you put onto yourself, so you're like, it's a double lose.
It's a mirror, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't engage with that.
I haven't gotten that yet. I don't know how to handle it. Well, I have gotten a little bit.
It's a test. It's an
Yeah,
opportunity
I tried to
to test
report it,
me.
but
Yeah.
I couldn't report them. So I don't know how to handle that. If I can't report you, like, oh, so I really got the security there. But it's we're gonna be more good than bad, so that should help.
Yeah, yeah. But even Jesus had haters, so
Man, he had the most. Then the ones that killed
yeah,
him made a religion with his name. So
yeah.
yeah,
So
it's
I'm always
nasty.
just reminded, yeah, I'm always reminded of like that, of all the biggest thought leaders, philosophers, uh, sages, prophets, whatever you want to call the people. They didn't get through life without some sort of pushback, without some sort of hate, uh, opposing force, you
Yes.
know?
And that's almost like the indication that you're doing something good, which is like insane. Like if you're not getting the hate or the pushback, then you're nobody and you're not making any impact.
I say, bring it on,
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I'll be
bring
able
it
to handle
on.
it. Hmm. I mean, I just went through a disowning of a whole family, so if I can do that and go through that when I just look
Mhm.
at these people that don't even know me.
Yeah, and it's our choice, it's our choice to give people power. So I refuse to give your words power.
Mhm.
That's all it is.
Your projections power.
Mhm.